Hey, what's going on, Shirtle? You doing, Jam? Schnartle, excuse me. What's going on, Jam? I, so I put it up on, in my Discord. I announced it in the Discord. I put it up on the community tab on YouTube. And I saw you message because I had it in the title on Twitch because we can't really put it anywhere else. So I had it on the title on Twitch. And then I DM'd you because I saw you talk in the chat when I wasn't on. We had blizzards last week, like really bad blizzards. To the point that I ended up doing we had like 16 inches worth of snow. It was really freaking bad. Power was going out. We were out of power one of the nights, like for 3 hours, 4 hours. So yeah, it was, What's going on, Lotto? How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, no, I DM'd you on Twitch as well, and freaking, no, I say if you don't see me online, I would say if you don't see me online, check on the community tab on YouTube. It's usually, I mean, if you're not in the Discord, if you're not in it, like, that's what I usually do is the community tab on YouTube, is where I'll put up things if it's going to be time off. I was actually on last night. I was actually on for 3 hours, or nearly 3 hours last night. We're up to day 26. So. We didn't get flooding. It was really, really weird. 2 days later, it went back to like 40. It was 45 yesterday. It was 59 today. Most of the snow is melted. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to be 78 degrees. And then Sunday, it's going to be like 44 for the high. I swear to God, the weather is on crack. The weather is just on crack. And by the way, try to tell me global warming doesn't exist with this bullshit. Come on. Alright, let's get over here so we can start the recording process. So lots of stuff happened. Lots of stuff happened. Because I would still kind of wait. I mean, you'll have some surface fish, but not going to be a big one. If it's global warming, why is it cold? Checkmate. You don't know how global warming works, do you? Global warming refers to weather trends not being the same as they should be, or way off from what they are, which means warmer areas get colder, colder areas get warmer. Oh, I know. There's plenty of people that I've had that one thrown towards me. It's like, are you shitting me? It's like have some yeah, the spillway would definitely. Yeah, definitely not hard tried, and catfish will come up pretty quick, and they're bottom feeders anyway, so they stay down on the bottom whether it's warm or cold. So, that makes sense. Alrighty, but we have a lot of stuff to do. We have been clearing the area. We are looking for a warehouse. Not really. It messes with the polar movements or the weather patterns, and it'll cause places that are warmer to get colder, which is the reason why you're seeing places like snow in Texas quite a bit recently. And why Minnesota used to be like, we used to get like 4, 5, 6 weeks of below 30 temperatures here. And now we're lucky if we get 4 or 5 days of below 0 temperatures. It's, yeah, it happens. It causes way more unpredictable weather patterns. There is the amount of tornadoes that have gone up, the amount of hurricanes that have gone up. It's really crazy. What is the top 3 food you will miss if the zombie apocalypse arrives? Oh, that is a good one. I like that one. That is a good one. Let's see. Here's the thing. A lot of my favorite foods I don't think would go bye-bye in that period of time. Because, I'm sorry, I could still find canned foods. Pasta isn't terribly hard to make. So lasagna is still in the picture because you can still make pasta. You can still find cheese. You can, you can find, you can grow tomatoes. Like, like, so lasagna would still be in the picture. That's probably one of my big ones that I would miss, but it'd still be able to be made. It's going to sound really, really weird to be able to say this, but more of like I mean, you can still make other things. Like if I wanted to make tortilla chips and guacamole, I can make those pretty easily. You just need the plants and the things for there. So, I mean, yeah. Sushi, see, here's the thing. Sushi you would still be able to make pretty easily. Pork, rice, and veggies would still be incredibly easy to make. Because, I mean, even in a game like this, you have the farms and stuff like that. The rice would probably be the hardest thing because obviously we don't have rice patties in the United States or in a lot of places. Chips are incredibly easy to make. Get yourself some tortillas, cut them into chip shapes, and literally fry them. Tortilla chips are incredibly easy to make. So I mean, there's a lot of things you could still make. It would be the easier things that I would probably miss. Like I will tell you, the one thing that I would incredibly miss. My one addiction is Coke Zero. I would miss that pretty big. And tortillas aren't hard to make either. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's in B42. It's now in B42. It is now regular that you can do like onigiri and sashimi and stuff like that. So yeah. So top three drinks you'll miss before the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, that would be Coke Zero. That would be Coke Zero. Iced coffee. I would miss like a simple iced coffee, and I'm not talking about like black iced coffee, but like a like the stuff that you can get in a jug that is like caramel macchiato iced coffee. That part I would miss. Other than that, I mean, it's I would miss orange juice, but you could still grow oranges. So I mean, you could do a lot of those things. You just need a good temperate climate for it. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want like the perfect place to be in a zombie apocalypse would be a climate that is roughly temperate most of the year around, doesn't get too hot, doesn't get too cold. We're looking at places like Oregon would be great. Mine would be coffee, Dr. Pepper, and Iron Brew. It's a Scottish energy drink. Ah. Yeah, I mean things like cocoa would be hard. I think the reason why it wouldn't be as hard is because like we're seeing like in places like this, especially if things went quick and you had access to stocks in grocery stores or like food pantries and stuff like that still left over, you would be able to find things like hot cocoa that would last a decent amount of time, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean you could do greenhouses, you could do all types of things. There's all types of things you could do. All right. But what we should probably do before people go, what the hell are you doing? You're just sitting here on the game pause screen. We should probably get into some recording here, right? We are on day 26. Now, the couple of things that might have been missed for the people that have not been around for the last couple of days is we boarded this up. We boarded this up. I gained the ability to hotwire vehicles. So now I have a vehicle parked in front of there. I have vehicles parked in front of here because they won't crawl under to bang on this. And that's the one thing I've learned is even though nurse crate fences don't work anymore, if you put a car, their natural thing is to try to crawl under. But they won't crawl under if they can't get back out to start banging on something, it'll stop them. So that'll nice. That's nice. We have fences all the way around. We have the gate. I've started clearing some zombies from the area. We're up to 1,076 zombies killed. Um, and we haven't gone through a massive area, as you can see on the. We've done maybe a tenth of a tenth of Raven Creek, if that. What car would you use in an IRL zombie apocalypse? Hmm. You wouldn't want something that is too low to the ground, but you wouldn't want something that is too high up with too narrow wheelbase. So something like a CRV or something like that would be out of the picture. They would tip too easily, especially if you run over a zombie or you run over something really weird. They would tip. And you wouldn't want something with too low of a wheelbase because things will get caught underneath and they'll bog you up. So, as weird as it sounds, like, I mean, not a Hummer, but like if you could get your hands on a military-style Humvee, that would be one of the best things you could do. Even large box trucks would be a problem because they are higher up with narrower wheelbases. Even though they do have more wheels in the back to be able to make up for it, and they're harder to tip because of that. Personally, if I were to do something, it would be like if I get my hands on like a military Humvee or like a box truck where you have the ability to go from the cab to the back of the box truck without having to go around the back of the vehicle. I think that would be a big one for me. Especially in this game. One of the things that I love in this game is if I can find a vehicle that I can sit in the front seat and I can access the back of my vehicle. I mean, RVs would still have the same issues. So, like, even RVs or, like, tour buses or something like that would have the same issues. They have, they're higher up and they have, narrower wheelbases, which is the reason why in high wind situations, they actually tell you to pull over to the side of the road because you can tip over pretty easily. Yeah, if there was, like, an off-road, like, wide wheelbase type thing, yeah. Yeah. It would have to be a wide wheelbase high up. Something like that. I mean, a semi would be good, but once again, you're running into the problems of a lot of people can't drive a semi, so. And personally, there would be 3 vehicles I would want. Military Humvee, a box truck with the access to the back of the vehicle without getting out, and then I would say a motorcycle, but I would say not a motorcycle. I would say something more on like the dune buggy aspect, where it's a smaller vehicle that can get in and out of locations. Because one of the things, especially like in this map, that you'll find out there's massive problem areas where there's huge amounts of burnt down cars or stuff like that that can be an issue. I wouldn't even say a quad because you want something that still has like the security of having something around you. So if you flip, you're not getting run over by your own vehicle. You're not getting grabbed by, you know, a zombie or something like that. You do have something around you for protection. Yeah. Which is the reason why I said like a dune buggy. Yep. All right. Well, let's get into day 26 here so I can actually figure something out here on top of the fact that I streamed yesterday and usually stream a little bit over 3 hours each day when I'm on for this to be able to do 3 episodes. So let's get to it. Let's do some of this. And yeah, I do want to work on a couple of things around here. But right now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get our butts back out to that warehouse that I wanted to get to and try to clear that area out a little bit. Which means we're going to be doing some fighting today. So, let's get to it. Let me take a swig here. I'm in Raven Creek. I did a Raven Creek start, which is a modded city. It is a massive modded city, about 3/4 of the size of Louisville. Maybe 2/3 size of Louisville. All right, let's get into it. Hey, ladies and gents. Jarrell Stone's Random Plan. We are back here with day 26, and it is, yeah, another day. Let's just call it another day. It's the easiest way to be able to. Really. Hi. You guys just can't leave my windows alone, can you? Wait, why are we? Oh, that shouldn't be heavy. I was gonna say. I suppose let's get some breakfast. You can keep on banging on that window. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Actually, I got some cereal on me. Let's just eat a quarter of a box of cereal. And then we will get out Take a look around. See if there's anything special out here, because the one thing that I realized is zombies can somehow spawn in here. We had one yesterday, which threw me off. So we're gonna pay a little of a rest on that. Let me go ahead and do a look-see around and check here real quick, because we had one spawn over here, right here yesterday, and I had no idea where it came from. Like, no freaking clue where it came from. We had cleared the entire area before we closed things off. So, and I do realize there's a door there and then the school, but this wasn't open and there was nothing that came out of the school. I do need to... Oh, wait a second. Oh no, that's... I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Alright, there we are. Alright, so... Doesn't seem like it's that big of a problem. Alright, we should be good here. Let's go ahead and get into our Humvee real quick. Keep on listening around, because I do not know if I'm necessarily hearing anything. We are looking specifically for a sledgehammer, if we can find one. I know it's, you know, the be-all, end-all. Everyone wants to find a sledgehammer, da-da-da. Unfortunately, we're just not there yet. So... take a look around real quick. Alright. We are good. Yeah, I realize we're probably warm. A little uncomfortable because we're still wearing a mask. It's 10:50, so let's get prepped and ready here. I have my half-mask filter on. If we're a little bit warm, you know what I can do? I can turn the AC on a little bit. How about that? That'll cool us down. It's only 75 degrees out. You're acting like it's, Oop, we don't want to go this way. We actually want to go further down. So let's go down this way. You are a little too close for my liking, sir. Follow me this way. So are you. And we are getting zombies tearing through fences right now, which is less than ideal. Okay, so this is where we were yesterday. Alright, I don't want to park there. That's a nightmare. Get out of my way. Let's go ahead and leave our vehicle right here for the time being. This is the building that I was interested in. I don't know what's in here. Oh. Yeah, I get that you're over there. I don't care. Okay, interesting. It's not that... I mean, there might be some stuff in there. I'm not 100% sure. Damn. There's shelving and stuff like that in there, so there's got to be something, right? Oh, there's boxes in there. Get over here. Oh, I see you. I didn't see you, but now I see you. Damn it. Alright, what's in here? Ooh, we actually have some stuff in here. This is a legit freaking warehouse. Okay, I did not think this was going to be a legit warehouse. It is a legit warehouse. Okay, we have some stuff here. This is fantastic. Okay, we have an ability here. There's a smithing hammer in here. We have epoxy, welder's mask. That's big. That's big. Give me a sledgehammer, man. We got a club hammer. 3 more boxes of nails. All right, we're gonna need figure out something here. Claw hammer, box of screws, long stick, file, mask respirator. Dude, just give me a sledgehammer. Just give me a freaking sledgehammer, man. Welding 2. Long stick. Wait, what? No, that's... Where's the other light? Is this it? Oh, there we are. Oh. We might have just hit the jackpot here. There's rakes. There's long sticks in here. That's spears. Long sticks. Door hinges. Hacksaws, hand drills, empty buckets. There's so many... Like, I would be shocked if we can't find a sledge in here. Crowbar, tire iron. I would be really, really shocked if we can't. I'd be really pissed off if we can't. Rake, long sticks. Rakes. Come on. Dude, there's rakes all over the damn place. That's kind of crazy. Chainsaw. Another crowbar. Maybe this one we don't need, but there's also tons of freaking, what do you call it in here? Welding torches. That's another thing that I need is welding torches. Yeah, we're going to be in here for a while. I think we're going to be emptying this out as much as we possibly can. There's going to be a lot of good things in here. I mean, more welding torches. That's crazy. I don't want to empty it out right now just because of the fact that I don't want to get myself over... More welding torches. Crazy. I want to find a damn sledgehammer. That's what I need to find more than anything else right now. We need that to be able to finish off what we're doing. Unfortunately, we are not finding one yet. But as I said, this many boxes, there's got to be a chance. There's got to be a chance here. Pipe wrenches. Whetstones. Paint. I hate paint. I don't hate paint, but, you know. Not a bad little place here. Long stick. No, that's not going to work. There's also more warehousing there. Duct tape, steel sheets. That made me jump. Dear Lord, that noise made me jump. What's in these boxes? There's lug wrenches. There's more tools in here. Welding torches, welding mask, or welding rods, welding masks. Carton of nails. Whoa, damn. More rakes. Dude, there's got to be a sledge in here somewhere. Please, man. Don't do this to me. I mean, there's so many freaking, what do you call it in here? That's crazy. What we need to do specifically is find a place where I can pull up to be able to unload things. So let's... Oop, I guess we can't go in there. Hi, mouse. Screwdriver in there. Come on, sledge. If this place freaking gets... There's a dull hatchet. That's not going to help me. There's a regular hatchet. That will help me. Yeah, we're going to need to figure out a place to be able to park. And also... Dear freaking Jeebas. Okay, I think we found our place to park. This is all stuff in here too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy jeebus. Great spot, great spot. Unlock that door. Pop it open. We don't need this anymore. Take this back. I'm just realizing we probably don't have a ton of space in here. How much do I got in the back? We have, like, nothing for space. Guess what? I'm driving back real quick, and we're picking up our other vehicle. Because I didn't think we were going to have this type of, holy hell space in there. And I don't mean this vehicle. I'm going to pick up the freaking, the other vehicle. I might need to fill it up on gas first. I don't know how that's going to work. I do not know how that's going to work. I think we need to repair this vehicle, Tim. I hate the fact that this thing is going to make beeping noises as I back up. Come on. You are on the opposite side. Let's get up. Hope we didn't invite the frickin'... I don't want to siphon gasoline. I want to put gasoline in the vehicle. No, I want to put gasoline in the vehicle. What? Are we too far away? Alright, we'll try doing it over here. I don't think that's going to be a way to be able to do this, but... No, I don't want to get into the RV. What the heck? Why are we siphoning gas out of this? Alright, we'll just say siphon gas and we'll see where we're going. Oh, it's right there! Okay. That's why I'm missing it. I was thinking it was further down the vehicle. Like an idiot. There we go. Alright, we will take this thing with us. And the reason why I'm going to take this with us is because... we got this. The air brakes on this thing when I get out of the freaking vehicle, or get out of the freaking back of the vehicle, are going to make me jump so freaking hard. Ugh. Let me pause up and answer chats here real quick. Oh my god. Is Have Hope painted on the... I think it's just part of the Raven Creek mod. Was your top 3 zombie movies? Oh my god. I don't know if one of them counts as a zombie movie. I don't know if one of them counts as a zombie movie. Um, Top three zombie movies, not in any particular order, just like not one, two, or three. They're just a top three. Shaun of the Dead I love freaking Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorites. Um, the one that I'm not sure that counts as a zombie movie, even though it does have the Deadites in it, is Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell back in the day. Is one of my favorites. Um, Third zombie movie. Huh. That's not an easy one, honestly. Because those are two favorites, but at the same time, to me, a lot of the zombie movies are relatively same. Like, I can say, like, what, 2007, 2012, Dawn of the Dead, whatever it was, 2009, whatever it was, where it was in the mall with, Ving Rhames and stuff like that. But it's basically the same as, like, Army of the Dead and all the other things. It's just a different take on it. So, I don't know. The third one would be really, really hard. If I'd have to say, I'd probably go with... Ooh. Is it Train to Busan? That would probably be my third. That would probably be my third, is Train to Busan. I don't think it's I don't even think it's a train one. Was it Train to Busan, or is it like the flight one where they have to? I think it's a flight one because they have to pile up like things between first class and the back. I think it's a flight. It's Flight to Busan, isn't it? It's not Train to Busan. It's like Flight to Busan or something like that. I can't remember what it is. But there's one where they have to like pile up like luggage in between first class and regular because they're in the back and the first class is turned, and like the dad sacrifices himself for the dog. It's a freaking fantastic show. It is a fantastic show. It really is. Great movie. Great movie. So that would probably be my top three there. That's Train to Busan. Okay. Let's go. Yep. Get a car and load it up. That's what I'm gonna do with this. Got enough supplies to build your own safe house or return your home into a fortress. That's what we're gonna end up doing with this. We're gonna turn this compound into a fortress. Got a bit bored with a lot of zombie content. Was actually surprised how much I love Zomboid at first. I mean, I think a lot of people got burnt out because of The Walking Dead. But if you watch different shows like Z Nation, which mixed in some humor, or if you watched some of the different like Walking Dead, like Book of Daryl was amazing. The Daryl Dixon series was a great series, really was. Some of the other series are kind of eh. And if you've seen on Netflix, they have a show called Black Summer, which is actually the serious aspect of the Black Summer that they always talk about in Z Nation. It's a fantastic one as well. It's a great movie. Want to see that one? Yeah, it's a freaking awesome one. Honestly, I will never give my money to Netflix again. Oh my god, there's another freaking one that I loved. It was called Daybreak. It was a Netflix series, and one of the reasons why I hate Netflix with a passion, because they took it away after one season, because that's what Netflix does. They suck. It was with the guy who played young Dean Winchester in Supernatural, and it was with Ferris Bueller in it, and they had it was like a Ferris Bueller meets the apocalypse scenario type thing. It was fantastic, and they did it for one season, and they screwed it. They screwed it so hard because of that. All right, let's get back to this. Train to Busan. It was Train to Busan. Awesome. I couldn't remember what it was because that you think first class and back, you think, plane, but no, there ain't no snakes on this plane. Alright, let's get to it. Honestly, this thing is kind of smooth to be able to drive. The only thing that I don't like is the whole freaking beeping as you back up thing. Like, that's the only sucky about this, is the beeping as you back up. Because I know that's going to draw on so many zombies. But this thing is smooth as butter. And we've got enough crates in there so I can steal crates to be able to put... Oh, I don't like how this is tipping. You gotta be careful about this thing driving. It's fast. It's fast. Okay, this might not be good. This is gonna draw so many zombies in. I was gonna say, I don't even think I can get in there. That's what she said. Oh, we can. Just can't get all the way in. Alright, we're gonna have to take care of whatever's coming this way first. Oh, like that. And we have some coming this way as well. Okay. Let's take a look of our favorite book over here, and then let's take care of some of these up here. Hi. Get your knife in a duffel bag. Also... Huh. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to chill over there, that's fine with me. Oh my god, see what I mean? Get out of here. Alright, so we have a slight problem here. I need to figure out a way to close this. And the only way that's going to happen is when I can get those boxes out of the back of there. So we need to kill all these zombies to be able to make sure that they don't go crazy on me here. Oh, hi, cowboy. Damn, we didn't only knock the hat off, we knocked the blonde hair off of you. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, I can't actually get in there. Oh, shit. You know what I should do? Screw this. I just need to come over here. First of all, I guess we could do that. Wait, no. No. Dude, chill out. Thank you. The paint can just go on the ground. Screw the paint. Can we just pick up the box? Thank you. Paint can go on the ground as well. I hate the fact that paint is, like, such a big thing here. I would love to be able to click on this box if you let me. Thank you. Dear Lord. Carpentry chisel. We can't fit a lot of things in here. I just realized this. So let's go ahead. We got 100 space here. Let's fit, like, the box of this, that, this. Smithing hammer can go in there. said, I just need to take out these damn boxes. I'm just realizing, look at this. This freaking... This truck is not liking where it's sitting right now. Alright, so we can put like this in there. Pick this up. Maybe we can now back this up. If I can get this in here and then we can start just packing this thing, we should be good. You know. Hopefully. I don't think that worked. No, no, no. Dude, get out of there with this crap. Oh, we did. Nice. Okay. Sweetness. Alright, so we're just going to toss those directly into there. Oxy can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. Oh, this welder's mask. We're just going to put everything we possibly can in here. Just trying to grab everything we possibly can. I just put that in the box, didn't I? I just put that in the box. That's such a move. Pick that up. Let me take a look in here real quick. I need to get things like that. Box garbage bags can go in there. That can go in there. I'm just listening out there right now because I don't know if I'm hearing something. Rake can go in there. Gardening trowel. I don't know if I want to put the hacks on there. I want to keep that in here. Rubber hose can go in there. Screwdriver can go in here. This can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. Alright, now we should be a little bit more underweight. Shouldn't be as big of a problem. Alright, the paint I don't care about. Really don't care about these either. First and toss those on the ground. I know it's gonna make a nightmare for like saves files eventually, but this is all paint too. Okay. I don't care about these boxes, by the way. We're not doing anything with these boxes. Just maybe piling them up in this area. All right. Cool. All right, so we can do all of this. I'm just going to toss in there. Screw it. We'll do the same thing here. Nope. Pick up, please. There. Now we have plenty of space to be able to turn that in. This is something that can just go on the ground as well. Not exactly the most exciting thing, but you're going to be able to find so many things in here. And we're going to be able to load this thing up because of what's in the back of there. So it's going to be a big... Swore I just heard something there. Let's come over here and see if we can't find anything in here. Don't care about that. Good claw hammers. I mean, no, handle condition's not bad. You know what? We'll take them. Tools are tools. Another welding torch, welder's mask, sheets, files, draw plate. I don't know exactly what that's for, but small hacksaw, a file, iron pipes. We need everything we can get. I'm gonna work on blacksmithing eventually. Iron half bar. We don't need the seat frame. We'll take that. We'll take the steel rod. We'll take the small punch, the pliers, that, and that. Didn't want to do that. Give me that. Thank you. Don't care about paint. Don't care about that. We don't have a garden hoe. That works. We'll take a wooden mallet. We'll take a whetstone. We'll take a club hammer just in case. Tire irons and jacks are not a bad thing to have. Neither are whetstones. What about here? We don't have a lug wrench, so that works. We don't have a spade. Rake. I keep on hearing noises, and I know they're just my dude making noises. We're going to keep on taking these propane lantern tank bottles. Maybe one of these days I'll actually find a propane lantern tank. Just maybe. Right now. So this back area has 500 space, which is the reason why I'm not being particularly choosy about what I'm grabbing right now. This only shows 100, but each of these has 100 in them, so. Draw plate through that can go in there. We're going to put the welding torches in here. And the steel rod through a hacksaw. Oh, actually, I suppose we can. This one in there. Put that in there. Wood saw can go in there. The 3 files can go in there. I should really get another freaking backpack. What I should do. Let's put the welder's mask in here with this. Alright, what do we got on the ground here? We got boxes of nails. How much weight would I have on me if I just moved this all into there? That's 15 pounds. That's a lot. Shoot. You know what? We'll put weapons in here for now. Don't like this, by the way. That way I can just use the damn, I know we're overweight now. But what I can do is I could just simply go, okay, I'm going to grab all this stuff, toss it in here. It'll make it a lot easier for moving. Epoxy, long stick, wood glue. Don't think we need a measuring tape. I still don't know what that's used for. Right, we can't transfer all that. We can transfer all that. And as I said, I can also grab a ton of stuff. Never have too many ball peen hammers. Never have too much of those. The rims we don't need. We'll take the punch. I think we already have one, but don't need a bolt cutters. We do need nuts and bolts. We do need screwdrivers. Can never have too many of those. Can't have too many of the wood glues. We're not going to take handles because they're really easy to make. Another box of nails. I don't think we picked up a carp chisel, did we? We can always use saws and screwdrivers because they break down. We'll take extra planks. We'll take duct tape. Same thing with club hammer because they break down. Draw plates, steel rods, all this metalworking stuff we will take. Ball peen hammers. All right. Sweetness. Now we're starting to move things. We did go through that. Let's go ahead and look at this one first. Roadside duffel bag. What is in the roadside duffel bag again? Car battery charger. A first aid kit. I don't really care about the rest of it, but the battery charger and the first aid kit, golden. We'll take the ratchet wrench. A hand scythe. Okay. I've heard that large scythes are really freaking good, and I still haven't run into one. Garden hoe. Another roadside duffel bag. Which is first aid kit and battery charger, I guess we'll take. Nuts and bolts. Duct tape. Box of screws. Paint. You paint. You. Box of screws. We will always take doorknobs and hinges. We can find them. Box of nails. Another water canteen. Planks. We're almost full here, so I might as well just pop this in here. Especially since nothing seems to be bothering me right now, which is fan-frickin-tastic. Alright, those are the things that... Alright, these are the ones that we looked at already. Tire iron. It can always be used as a weapon. Saws wear down, so we're going to take that. Pipe wrench. Used as a weapon. We don't have vice grips, I don't think. Whetstone. That. Hacksaws wear down. You know, we're just going to take all that. Like, you can never have a problem with that. Kruber. Wine and whetstone. Can I take a chainsaw? We'll take a singular chainsaw. Ball peen hammer. Propane lantern torch. Small file set. Wire. Paint. Of course, paint. We don't need vice grips. We do need the rake. We'll use the funnel because I think we can use that for something with the gas cans. Maybe. Ooh. Box of nails. Cannot put those in there. Let's do this. Twine. Suppose the rest of it's just kind of other than a box of nails. So let's put that up there. Because, if I'm correct, respirators don't run out of filters right now. So, whatever's clever. Alright, box nails can also go in there. Wood glue, wood saw, twine also go in there. Alright. Those are the ones we just went through. Okay, so we just got the last ones here. Nuts and bolts, epoxy, ball peen hammer, pliers, whetstone. Good there. I'm looking at the gardening trowels because I do know they can be used as stabby items, and I don't think they last very long. Metalworking pliers we do not have. A large knife, nice. Always will take that. A hand drill we do not have. We will always take backups on that. We'll take more welding torches for sure. Actually going to put that in my top because we have that in the other area. Pipe wrenches, same thing. They could be used as weapons, so. Claw hammer. Never run out of hammers, Ben. Never going to run out of hammers. They break, you have to replace them. Another spade will do the same thing here. Same thing with the saws. I kind of just want to get the hatch, or the hacksaws, but we'll see. We'll see. Whetstones. Another roadside duffel bag. I don't know if we need another one. I mean, the first aid kits are nice to have. We definitely... Alright, we've already got 2 battery chargers. We don't need 4. We don't need 4, man. Oh. Let's just play this one safe. Paint. Another hand scythe. I don't know what... I do know there's scythes, but I'm not 100% sure for what exactly. There's also a legit propane tank sitting in here. I don't think we need one, though. We're going to take all that. I think. Nuts and bolts. I can get up there. Paint. We need to move this thing. So I can get to that corner real quick. Bag of plaster powder, and honestly, let's do it. We still need to go through these, but you're already getting a lot of stuff. And here's the thing is, like, all these freaking things that I need for, like, metalworking and stuff like that, massive. Freaking massive, man. We're cooked on that. So we're going to do this. Alright, and we figured out that we are going to put all our welding torches in here. Welding torches are important. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Toss that all in there. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Because I can take those welding torches, fill them all up, and then I can go to one of the, like, areas that I started at, and I can turn on all those vehicles over there, so. Claw hammer. We're going to keep on taking claw hammers, because, once again, they eventually will break down, and I'll need them. Screwdrivers, same thing. Steel rods. Alright. I would say that I don't need another welder's mask, but the problem is whenever I'm looking for a welder's mask, I can never find one. So I started to learn I am taking every single welder's mask that I can get my hands on. Every single one. We don't need all those. The paint. Box of nails. Carpentry 4 we'll take. We'll take the door hinge. A nice hatchet. Along with a plank. I'm just listening, going, okay, do I hear anything that is just, like, freaking me out? Not right now. One thing that is freaking me out is the fact that we are searching through all this, and I have yet to find a sledgehammer. And that wears me, that freaking makes me go, oh, crap. Do that. We can do box of nails. We should have had a chance to be able to find a sledgehammer in all this. Alright, so we need to go back to this one. Okay. There are other shelves and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried just yet, but you never know. Let's eat a half or a quarter of a thing of cereal. We are getting tired. If I do need to, what I could do is I could freaking steal a chair and put it in the back of that vehicle and then sleep in there. If I really needed to. But right now, let's go ahead and do this. I don't think there's a cushy chair here, though. And we would kind of need a cushy chair. Nope. Door hinge planks. Claw hammer. I don't need another wood saw, and I don't need a Warden wood saw. I want to get some hacksaws, though. We'll take a regular screwdriver. Heavy chain. What is that used for? I don't know. How heavy is it? It's 10 kilos. We are not doing that. That is freaking heavy. Heavy, heavy. Tire iron can be used as a weapon in a jiff, so... How much? Not good damage on it, so I don't think we need another one of those. We will take the hatchets, though. Another hacksaw. Ooh! Here's the two-handed scythe. Somebody told me this is really freaking good. Wait. You can't equip it in two hands, though. We research the craft real quick. Stone nap something. Yeah, no, that doesn't... you can't be used as a weapon. It actually cannot be used as a weapon. So it must be like a modded scythe that people are talking about. Do that. Blank long stick for that. Taking their full whetstone. Oh. Okay. Another hacksaw. Alright, we just need that back corner for here, and then we might look into... There's got to be somewhere we can steal, like, a seat or something. And go to bed. Stolen seat. Carton of screws is crazy, man. It's actually so heavy. It's 20 pounds, or 20 kilos. We'll put that in there, and then what I'm going to do is we are going to go ahead and get our butts in here. And I'm just going to place the carton of screws right here, and then we'll get our butts back out. Oh, wait a second. I was going to say that should have let me walk out of there. Take a look at our last boxes here. I'm also going to grab this crate. We're going to empty it. I'm going to pick up this crate because I can put this crate inside the truck. All of those? Well, at least those. Another club hammer, box of screws, box of nails, planks, full whetstone. As I said, we're kind of hoarding at this point, but, you know, you kind of need to at some point, especially if you're dealing with some stuff. Small sheets, welder's mask, welder rod, and steel piece. Iron bar quarters. Long stick. We got the iron bar. Still have yet to find a propane lantern bottle, or a propane lantern to be able to use the lantern bottle with. Let's go ahead and toss these back in there. Yep, let's do this while we're back here. While we're back here. Let's go ahead. Place. And then we'll just do this. There we go. Now we got all that stuff transferred in there. Propane lantern bottle can go in there. Get out of the RV. Come on, man. We got so much to do here. So much to go through. It's a Warren. We can use that. I don't think we're going to need another whetstone. We've got so many of them. It's ridiculous. Another good pipe wrench. Another welding torch. Box of nails. As I said, where the hell is my freaking sledgehammer, man? Where the hell is my sledgehammer? A tongs! Oh no, we still don't have a tongs. We're going to take the Warren tongs right now just because we do not have one, and that is required for blacksmithing. So, we'll take that, we'll take that. That. I didn't want to do that. Thank you. It is a Warren one, but whatever. Also not a big fan of that. There's 2 more spears. Nice. Grab that. We don't have a rope. We'll grab a rope. I don't think we use it for anything, but... Alright. As I said, we need to look for something to lay in, if we can. We shall see. For now... we are running out of space back here, so... do a quick look-see around. I need to find, like, a cushy chair or something. I don't know if we're going to be able to find one. Oops. There's a sink here, which is fantastic because we can drink and then we can fill up our waters. See a regular chair in there, but that's not doing it. Is this all medical supplies? No. Long stick. Okay. Didn't expect this in here. Like, I thought this was medical supplies the way that it was sitting in here. Apparently we don't need those Warren tongs anymore. 2 long sticks. That's 2 more spears. Give me a freaking... I don't think we have a calipers. Nuts and bolts. Come on, man. Sledgehammer. You know what? We'll take these seed packets. We don't really have anything, so... the other thing that I do know that they changed in B42 was a box of batteries. Is the fact that... copy building key, make improvised screwdriver. Okay. Is the fact that they do not allow you to make farms above ground anymore. It's got to be on ground level. Well, that's interesting. Take the hacksaw. Take the 2 butterfly knives. Very, 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 very not happy with this. And these are not the seats that I need, because we need like a cushy chair if we're going to sleep in it. Steel piece. Empty gas can. Another empty gas can. Speeder bar quarter. We'll take mechanics 5. I'm a little disappointed right now. Probably hear it in my voice. We do need one of these large hooks. They are quite heavy, but we do need them to be able to make a butchering hook. So, front window. TV. Okay. Crowbar, claw hammer. So I don't think we can fit those in there, but we can fit them in here. I still don't need a way. Can't put the epoxy in there either. I need it, as I said, I need a chair. I needs a chair. We've got all those. We're going to go ahead. I mean, I could just sleep in the front of the truck, and I'll probably be fine. But let's go ahead and check out something else real quick. Let's transfer all this. Epoxy, that. Can all go in there. Alright. Let's go take a look to be able to see if we can find a... There's got to be an office. That I didn't see before. Damn it, there's not. I don't know why I'm looking in these places. I'm so disappointed right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am... Actually, there's an office up here. Hi, mice. Holy shit, there's a lot of rats in there. I do not trust this at all. At all. But we don't have a choice. Nope, that's not the seats we need. That's a bathroom. Kitchen. That works. That works. I'll take that. So much stuff to be able to go through here still. I'm gonna be really pissed if we walk out of here without a freaking without a sledgehammer. I'm gonna be so mad. Alright. Let's get back there. Alright. Place this. Yeah, we can just put it here. Alright. We can rest here. Apparently we can't sit on it. Oh, apparently we can't sit on it. So we're just gonna rest here. We do have some cereal, I think. Yes, we do still have some cereal. So we'll go ahead and eat a quarter of that. We are still overweight right now, so let's go ahead and put the spears in our backpack. Just to be able to get that weight down so we're not sleeping with too much weight on. And we are in the back of a truck, so I'm really not worried about this. We're going to go ahead and put our respirator in the backpack as well, so we're a little bit more comfortable. All right, with that, let's get some sleep. You, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again next time for day 27. We've got a lot to be able to pack into here and to be able to get out of this warehouse. So we will keep on working on that. We will see you guys again for day 27. Have a good night. Alright, that's the end of the day 26 recording. We can wait until we wake up, and then we will go ahead and catch up on chat here. We spoke so much during the beginning of it, so I wanted to make sure that we got through that. Pipe wrench is my go-to. I really need an effing weapon, yeah. Anytime. Hey, what's the Timos? You get a whetstone, you get a whetstone. What's going on, man? Oh my god. Yeah, we had like long conversations at the beginning of it. That turned into like an hour and 10-minute recording. I've already been on for an hour and 22 minutes, and I've only got one day done. So, yeah. We're kind of, going slow today. Going slow today. And I don't know how to feel about that. Second here. Checking on things, making sure we are goods. Dude, I'm barely awake. I shouldn't have agreed to overtime today. I mean, you're still getting money in there. Getting's that monies. I don't know how OT works over there, but I do know a lot of countries it's double time. Here it's like time and a half for most cases. He needs monies. I think everyone needs money. This is a world where, unfortunately, it is kind of run by monies. And it sucks. It sucks, but it does. Alright, so, let me go ahead and name that file real quick. Alright, so this will be 20 C's. Briefing. What are we going to name this day? It'll be like, warehouse jackpot? I don't know. We'll just name it that for now. I'm not gonna lie, being that I streamed 3+ hours yesterday and we're already at an hour and a half today, if this is a really long day as well, we might end up only doing 2 days today. Especially if I want to get on tomorrow. Because I'm trying to limit myself to like that 3.5 hour range, because I know how much my body is limiting to me right now, and it's rough. It's rough. But I would rather do, like, 3 days, 3 hours than, you know, do, like, 5 hours, 2 days or something like that. So, we have day number 27. We are slightly hungry. We just need to get back to doing what we're doing here, you know? So, let's get back to it. Let's get back to the recording here. All right. Three, two, one. Oh, day 27. We are in a place here. Also, did I ever turn the truck off? I don't think I did. I never did. There we go. All right. Put a respirator back on. Put our spears back in our main area. And now we need to go around and try to find things of value to be able to throw into our backpack. It's not necessarily that we need everything. Because realistically, we don't need a ton after we empty this area out. So there's going to be some things that are probably going to be problematic. I'm also going to switch over to spear. Did I ever search this? I did not. I also want to steal as many crates as I can to be able to put back there. Alright, we can close that up to be able to give us a little bit of security again. Not gonna lie, every single time I hear this music, I think The Walking Dead. Just gonna say it. So we're gonna take, like, things like twine, boxes of nails, propane torches that I can get a hold of. We'll take claw hammers. We don't need planks right now. I do see a couple boxes over here. Box of nails. So freaking creepy. So freaking creepy. Box of nails. Duct tape. 1.5 liter canteen. I actually want those. And I just realized I also want this box. So, got that crate. Door hinge and duct tape we can put in there. Twine. Unfortunately, we're not getting, like, a lot of things that I'm really, really hoping for. Specifically, we'll take the screwdriver. It's in good condition. Okay. Specifically things like a sledgehammer. We'll take all the rakes we can get. We'll take all the propane torches we can get. I honestly should take one of those. That's a dull large knife. The twine. Did we pick that up? No way, right? Yeah, it's probably too heavy. What we can do, though, is I can take the bottle. Curious, how heavy is this once the bottle's not on it? It's still 30. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. Alright, so we got all this space in here. We'll go ahead and toss that all. The bottle can be placed right here. Pretty sure we can pick that up if I decide to pop that over here. I kind of want to get another crate just to be able to do weapons in there on that side. We'll try to take that out, but right now I'm more worried about going through everything and seeing what we can find here that is worthwhile. Those can go. Door hinge can go. I guess we're picking up a carton of nails, because why not? We're also pausing up for a second here. I got the window open because it's like 50 degrees out right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. But apparently, people are being bad out there right now. So, it is a Friday night, so... Might be my problem, the fact that I decided to be able to keep a window open on a Friday night and not expect sirens to go by. That might slightly be my problem. You guys done yet? Right, I don't hear any more sirens. Let's get back to it. Worn hacksaw. We'll take this. We'll take the twine. We'll take the pipe wrench. Can always use those. Grubber. Twine. We will retake. We'll come back and grab that. How about that? We don't need a whetstone. We don't need another jack. I'm so disappointed right now. I am so disappointed right now. Like, the level of disappointment is just crazy right now. Didn't want that. Toss those in there. The fact that I have not seen a sledgehammer in here, in this entire thing, has me just really, really disappointed. I don't know, I was searching in there. I should be taking, like, I should take all these bottles out of here. I'm just realizing we got so many freaking bottles in here. Wait, why is that too heavy for my inventory? What do I have in my inventory that's too heavy? The carton of nails. It's 20 kilos. Holy crap. If I put the spears in the back, I should be able to pick this up. Yes. I don't know what's on the ground there. Yeah, we're loaded here. These long sticks. Only take one of them. I'm just... it's bugging me so much. Not gonna lie, it's just... booging me a lot. I get it, we're really, really overtired because we're carrying so much around. Yeah, I should really take at least one of these dispensers and all of those bottles. There's so many bottles. Because, I mean, for now, this is going to be our travel thing, so... Because we have plenty enough room in here to be able to do what we need to do. I can put a wood stove right here, and we'll be warm during the night. So, yeah. Let's place that carton of nails right here. Let's get back over here. Long stick can go in there. The entire thing can go in there. I kind of want to, but I don't want to, but I kind of want to. So, what are we at right now? Are we underneath 20? We're underneath 20. I'm going to grab this while we're at it. Just to be able to get it in there. I could probably grab two of these. Grabbing one of these for the... I guess I really don't need it for the base. But just having one in here is a big thing, because once I armor this up, and I build this up anyways, this is probably going to be our main vehicle. We'll place that here. And as I said, I'll put like a wood stove here or something like that, if I can find one in here. We are tired. We're also slightly hungry, so let's go ahead and eat another quarter. Hopefully we're losing kilos, which is good. We are losing the weights. Let's actually come up here and just search the boxes up here, because I am just in the crates and the shelves and stuff like that up here, because as I said, I'm super duper like frustrated right now. Because I was really thinking we were gonna get a sledge out of here. There's so many possibilities in here. I'm really shocked. Like, actually kind of bugged. I probably said that like 14 times already. We don't need to take any more pipe wrenches. We will take the epoxy. Epoxy is used for a lot of repair stuff, so... I don't think we really need any more boxes of screws, but I'll take them, I guess. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I get it's heavy. We'll take the hacksaw. We don't need the rest of that. We definitely don't need paint. Pick that up and then pick that up. I don't think we have any more space to be able to... Oh no, we have enough space to be able to pick up one more crate. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. What we got in here? I mean, we have the steel stuff that I can put in here. The rest of it, I really don't care about. I don't... Actually, I know I might have those, but I'm not 100% sure that I do. And I do know that they are a necessity for metalworking. Alright, we can still pick up that crate. And then it's just going to be filling up what we got back here. I'm not picking up another box of screws. Not gonna lie, every single thing I look through and I don't find what I'm looking for in there, it hurts my heart. It really does. Wish there's an easier way to get through here. I mean, there kind of is. Also see couches over there. Alright, get your butt in here. Oh yeah. We've got some storage in here now. Damn. Most of the stuff is in there already. There we go. We can do that. Transfer all this. Did I have anything in here? Nope. Alright, we are going to sit down and rest for a second because we are very, very wiped out right now. We're a little uncomfortable. We are sad. We're sad. Let's get some of those in our system then. Let's get some of those in our system. And then we will rest up until p.m. here. There we go. I do hear something in one of these rooms. It has me well freaked out. There's an upstairs here. I did not realize there's an upstairs here. Freak me out. Alright. Did we go through the rest of these yet? We definitely did not go through the rest of these because there's epoxy, there's boxes of nails, there's long sticks, screwdriver, another 1.5 liter cantina, which will be nice for... Can I put those in there? No, it'll be once I improve my, my, what do you call it? Ball-peen hammer can go in there. We'll pick up one more of these. Probably pick up more than that, but... whatever's clever. Got a long stick, some welding rods. Alright, let's get our butts over here because I think this is our last hurrah here. Other than the fact that we are picking up so many things for spears. Crazy amounts of spear stuff. Trying to listen to be able to hear if there's anything out there. The rain's there, so I'm hearing the rain, but I swear I also hear something else. I'll take the empty bucket. Those can be useful for things. Steel rod and wire. Large knife. Steel rod and welding bars. Blower fan. Do I have a blower fan? What is that useful for? It doesn't look like it's useful for anything. Kruber. Nuts and bolts. And a Kruber. Tire and a funnel. Or a tire and a duct tape. Excuse me. Box of nails. Yeah, I'm just overloading myself right now because I'm sick of being in here. If I'm being honest. Chain, we do need that. That is going to be for setting up the wheels on our vehicle with armor. Rake. Long sticks. This is not the smart way to go about things, kids. Seriously. Don't do this. I'm doing this because I am very impatient. Some bolts, hacksaw, fiberglass tape, steel sheet, 2 rakes, crap. Well, crap. Guess we gotta come back here anyways. I have to do this side anyways. Yeah, this has been awesome, but it has also been incredibly disappointing. I am hearing something pounding on something. We are going to place this right there. I'm actually going to switch things up here real quick. So everything like that I can make into a spear is going to go in here. Other than, you know, that spear. Because it'll be interesting to be able to see how many spears I can make. Especially if I want to go out on a little run here, if you will. Alright, we can actually grab that. That can also go in there. Are we already full? We already filled up. Okay. Crowbar can go in there, chain can go in there, tire iron can go in there, empty bucket can go in there. Alright. Now what we'll do is we'll look in here real quick to be able to see if we can't grab things for spears, like the long sticks. Like the rake. Not enough in there. That rake can go in here. We'll grab the 4 wooden spears. Grab the 2 long sticks. I'm not saying any mops, so I'm not going to do it there. But that's once again more spear stuff here. Alright, stop here. You need a car to load the goods. I mean, extra cars to load... I mean, I had 500 space in the back of here. Each of these is 60 space. And I can fit how many crates in here? We've got plenty enough. Like, this can carry more than probably 20 cars can carry at once. So, I'm good. Like, as long as I get the crates in here and I built this thing up the way that I need to. This thing can carry so much, it's ridiculous. All right, we do need to fill up our water real quick. Which will just use this water dispenser. The other thing I should probably do... I need to find out where this banging's coming from. There you are. Oh. Damn. Oh, that was close. Just gonna look at these bookshelves here real quick. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Sadly, these are nothing. They're just little junk piles. Alright, I can't click on that, which is... what the hell? That was weird. And there's a factory key. I don't know what it's going to be useful for, but we'll grab it. Maybe something. I don't think it's really going to be useful for much of anything. Yeah. Alright. That was that. It looks like the rest of it's just bathrooms. So let's just close that down. That way we don't have anything bunking into us behind us. So we got that. We got a screwdriver. Don't really care about anything in there. Don't care about anything in there. Take the singular rake. The nuts and bolts. We'll probably take more of these as well if I can. Because once again, we need crates. Beige striped wallpaper, huh? You know, it's a good thing that we're in here anyways, because it is just raining like crazy outside, so why not, right? Might as well. I want the chainsaw. Take an extra screwdriver. Take another, I mean, all that. Another large knife, another rake, another crowbar. And paint. Yeah, those mice are just having a freaking field day in there. You just hear them, like, playing around in there. I mean, we don't have carp 4. More welding rods. Welding torches. Your ball peen hammer. You know what, we'll take another chain because we can use those to be able to, once again, work on those other things. All of this stuff, we're not going to be able to put it all in there, but we'll do this. This stuff can drop off of here, so we can grab another crate if we can. We can? Do we have anything in here? Not that I need, other than the twine. Which apparently I can just grab there. Alright, let's pick up another crate. Ah, damn it, it's too heavy for the inventory. Too heavy for the inventory, we already got 3 crates. We are going to get more back here. Dude, this is crazy how much we're putting back here. We got 3 more crates. I think we are freaking golden. Let me go ahead and see. We got the 2 rakes in here, so we can put those in there real quick, and then the rest of the stuff can just go in the containers. The problem with doing this is you basically have a walking loot pile, and eventually you need the den mother, and we just haven't gotten to that part yet. And this is going to be kind of a nightmare once I do get to that part because, yikes, so much. So much crap in here. I mean, you got to figure each one of these crates is 60. Didn't want to do that. So this is 180. That's 360. That's 540. That's 600. That's 660. Plus the 500 that is in the back of the truck. So we've already got 1,000 space. Why am I going this way? The good news is we're almost done here. The bad news is I'm incredibly disappointed at the fact that we're almost done here. Incredibly disappointed, Ben. Screwdriver, I guess. Iron pipe. Welding torch. I'm glad that we're getting so many welding torches. That's the one thing that I can go, okay, yeah, I'm happy about that. We are getting a ton of, like, other things that'll help out, but... yes. How can we walk out of here without a freaking sledgehammer, man? Just disappointing. Alright, we are going to go ahead and pick you up. Maintenance 1. We'll take the hacksaw. We'll take the screwdriver. The twine. Paint. Twine. You can just hear the disappointment in my voice. I'm sorry, but it's like, it is so disappointing. Vice grips, I don't really think we have a ton of those. Trowel can be there. There's also nothing in there. Let's take, oh, the long, shoot, we can take all that. Epoxy. Screw paint. Epoxy. Screwdriver. Wire. Maybe just pick up these crates. Yep. Well, that was... stupidly disappointing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk around and grab all the freaking containers that we can. Now here's the thing. I'm also going to be smart about it. We are going to pour out the water in these. And I'm just going to pick up the containers and put them in there. I'm also going to grab one for the base, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, actually, we needed the long sticks, don't we? Long stick. Everything else in here is not. So we can do this. So much crap. We just need to do this. Ooh, actually, I don't want to do that. Because I want to put a, like, wood stove here, if we can. I think we're going to end that right here, and then we're going to do a wood stove. I might... actually, you know what? We're going to pick this up. No. I said pick up. Thank you. We're going to pick this up. And then I'm going to put it over... Say what now? I'll put it over here. There we go. That makes more sense. Because then I can put something here for, like, food, and then I can put a wood stove here, which I guess is kind of stupid because we're all the way over here. But, at the same time, like, I need to get this area, like, all sorted out to be able to do what I need to do in here. We are tired. For sure. We are for sure tired. Let's go ahead. I don't know if I want to grab the water things. Oh. We are quite tired. That might not be smart. Well, we don't have a choice now. You kind of, held our hands, or tied our hands there. Water dispenser, take bottle. Let's see how heavy it is. Okay. Okay, that's less than ideal. The encumbrance is only 4 point. That's not bad. We might be wearing out our welcome here, though. Yeah, because that's only 2.9 liters in there, so what I can do is... First, I'm going to go grab as many of these as I can. It's 8.22 even with a lot of water in there, so... One there. One up here. I just realized there's shelving over here as well. $7.6. I might, yeah, you can throw another one there. Nice. We got the one up here. 5.2. There's not a lot of water in these, so. Actually, I want to be an a-hole to myself by doing this, but I'm going to try something here. This might actually hurt me quite a bit, so we're going to keep our health up here real quick, because this might actually hurt me quite a bit to be able to do this. I don't know. Well, right now our weight is at 83. So yeah, we might be a little heavy. But we seem to be fine. And then what I can do is... Oh, I guess if we don't place them like that, I'll place them like this. So we'll place... Wait, what? Oh, they can't be in the same zone. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's freaking sucky. They need to be in, like, different... Well, that kind of sucks. Let's add the bottle. So you can only have certain amounts in the certain, like, squares. It used to be where you could put those all over the place, but, I mean, keeping those bottles is still not a bad thing. I don't think there was any more of them. I don't recall. I know there's one there. Then there's ones upstairs. I don't think I care to be able to take any of the other ones. I think we're just going to take this one. Take the bottle. And then I'll put the bottle in my backpack. Actually, I don't even need to put the bottle in my backpack. I did want to take this dispenser. There we go. For now, we're going to put a dispenser there. I'm going to place the bottle here, even though we don't need to put it right there right now, just for the time being. We are kind of tired, but at the same time, I think I am kind of setting up to be able to get like a run around here. I think what we need to do, though, is we're going to play this safe. Don't want to do that. We're going to play this safe. It's 2250. We are done with this damn place. Let's just get the hell out of here. I don't even want to screw around with it anymore. I don't want to hang out here. Let's just get the hell out. I don't want to run the risk. There's zombies coming through that side area there. What I do need to do is armor this thing up. And if I can get this thing armored up, then we're in really, really good shape, especially with what we can carry in it. And I think that is a good thing. Because then we can keep on really, really bringing things into our zone here. Now, the good news is, if I'm doing this correctly, we should have a decent amount of propane torches. And that's what I'm going to have to take a look at, is we're going to have to find out if we have a decent amount of propane torches. If we have a decent amount of propane torches, that's what we're going to have to do, is we're going to have to go out and start working on our welding, which might require us going back to almost our starting point to be able to tear down those vehicles. The funny thing is, I could have probably slept in the truck, and it would have probably been better off than what I'm doing here. I also need to get a bed and everything else set up. Right now, this is just temporary where I'm sitting here. I also never went out and killed that zombie. You're literally just still hanging out there. Interesting. Alright. It is a long day. Let's go ahead and wash ourselves up real quick. All our clothing. All our stuffs. Apparently we don't need to wash anything else up, so that's awesome. Alright, cool. We are going to sit our butts down. We're going to get some sleep. That is the end of day 27. Oh, it's been a long one. You, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again next time for day number 28. We have a lot of work to be able to work on that truck and maybe do some welding, so would be a bad idea. If I can get a couple levels into welding, that might be able to help us to be able to do some work on that truck. Have a good one. Good night. End of the day 27 recording there. Strip club is going to be a 5 below after all of this. I mean, there is, I think they're called 5 belows, aren't they, in the game? Are you planning to drive and live in the truck, or have another plan to settle the place down? So what I usually do in these longer series with 1,000 days attempts is I will start out and I will make a compound or a base location, and then I will move on to the next city after I've cleared out most of the city and have a nice like home base. And then I'll move on to the next city and I'll do the same thing there, and I'll keep on doing that up and down as much as I travel until I get to that point. The reason why is because if I can make self-sustaining compounds in each city, something happens in one city, I can always go back and grab stuff from the other city. Especially if I have a truck like that. Now, if I have a truck like that, the thing that's going to be huge about that is now I can literally take that truck out, and we've already determined that there is 1,000 space in there already. We can make more in there. On top of the fact that we can armor it up and put a roof rack on it, and it can also tow a trailer. So there's other things we can do with it. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's go ahead and name that day. Day 26. That was day, well, this is day 27 technically. It was day 27. I'm gonna call that day terrible luck because we didn't find a sledgehammer. Because we didn't find a sledgehammer, we'll call it a terrible day. Yeah, self-sustaining compounds are always a huge plus. If you guys watched my old 1,000 days attempt where I made like 500 days, we had one in Raven Creek at the police station. We had one in God, I can't remember where it is. It had like we were in the munitions factory at the place. St. Paul's Hammer. We were in St. Paul's Hammer. We had another one in West Point. I made a bridge base in West Point. And then we were making a place in Louisville and stuff like that. And I kind of just really wanted to be able to do that. Renee Kaiser, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so dang much. Really, really do. We have been going kind of crazy over on YouTube. We're looking, my birthday's on April 18th, and I'm looking to be able to pass the 15,000 subscriber mark by that time. We might actually get there. We might actually get there. We are up to 14,736, which is cool. Which is cool. Right now, the goal for the year is 20,000 by the end of the year. The rate that we're going right now, we might be able to crush that, which is going to be amazing. It really is. You know, I'm thinking about keeping on going, but at the same time, we are another day. If I can make a quick one, it wouldn't be so bad. I'm just trying to think of what I could. Oh, first of all, we can let these sirens go by. First, that's the first off that we can do is we can let the sirens go by. Unfortunately, in this 1,000 day series attempt, unlike the 1,000 day series attempt that I did before, the 1,000 day series attempt that I did before, I built a huge base at the Louisville brewery. It had all types of solar. It had a self-sustaining farm with, you know, with water pipes and stuff like that. And it was B41, so it was obviously a different story. I don't have solar in this playthrough, which is much, much, much different. So that's going to be something that is going to be a little bit on the different side. The fact that we do not have that solar with us right now. What is going on? Chill the hell out, town. What are you doing? Why are you making so much noise? Not nice of you to be able to make this much noise. Be quiet. All right. Quiet now. There we go. I think what we could do is we could go out and maybe grab as many propane torches as we possibly can, and then maybe work on trying to get welding done. That way we can start trying to get, because there's enough welding spots around the town to be able to grab stuff. But that way we can start to get vehicles worked on and try to get armor on some of those vehicles. I think that's probably what I'll do today. It'll be a quick day to be able to do that. I don't see that taking more than like a half an hour. We're at 12. Yeah, which is fine because that'll be 1 o'clock in the morning for me. All right, let's get started on day number 28 here. Interesting. Let's do this. Day 28. We have one major thing that I want to work on today. And it's... You're still here? Leave me alone. I've been here for like 2 days. Leave me alone. I'm gonna go into the leave Brittany alone, but I'm gonna say leave random alone. Leave me alone. Alright, so let's look for every single propane torch that we have. We are looking for every single little one. We need them. Alright, so we don't have any in there. That makes it a little bit easier. These might have them, though. We do have an old stove in there, which I probably should do something about. Alright. Let's look in here. Propane torches. Please? No? Okay. Whatever. Meanie. Get back there. Propane torches? Propane torches. The other thing I need to work on is freaking tailoring. I didn't even think about that. We need to work on tailoring. Like, I'm looking for a propane torch. It's called a welding torch. It's not even called a propane torch anymore. Well, that kind of changes things. We're looking for welding torches, not propane torches, because I'm an idiot. Mechanics, car zone, carpentry, no. Welding torch. We do have 7 saplings. We've got 2 wooden spears, which I can take into that other area. So we will actually get out of here real quick, and then I'm going to re-look back through these because clearly I was looking for the wrong thing. There's still no welding torch, so... I have it in my head, propane torch, because that's what it's been for the longest time, and they changed the name. It just throws me off. I'm not gonna lie. Do I take the wood axe and grab freaking... No, we're gonna focus on welding torches right now. We're gonna focus on the good old welding torches right now. Alright. 2 things. I'll bet there's a welding torch. See if there's any in this military backpack. Yeah. We do have an Eye of Cthulhu in there, though, which is always interesting. And we have welding torches back here. I think. You have a welder's mask, and I do need one of those. I think I separated the welding torches, if I'm correct. Yeah, 5 welding torches. Alright, so each one of these is going to need to be needed for a... It's going to be interesting. I think they're only the final 3 crates here. Alright. We got any welding torches in here? We got a welding torch. Singular. We got 2 more welding torches in here. What about in here? We got 3 more welding torches in there. That is so much better. We have 13 welding torches. Fantastic. We're gonna put spears in there. We're also going to put the 7 saplings in there. This is our spear stash here so far. And it's coming together. And we get the saplings in there. It's going to be, what, 18 at 25, 31 spears that we can build into. All right. I think what we are going to do... I don't like the fact that we're... Oh, the other thing I should probably do is check to be able to make sure that we're full. Not all these welding torches are full. All right. Makes more sense than anything else. Pop these all up here. That way I can... I get that they're heavy. But what I can... See, it's still called propane torch. This, so that's why it's throwing me off. Alright, we are full up now. But 13 propane torches, welder's torches, whatever the hell you want to call them, will do it. We're going to eat another quarter of a thing of cereal. Probably should close that, right? Because I can't remember if things can fall out of your trunk now if you have it open. I thought there was something about that. Oh. Wasn't going crazy. They 100% did follow me back. Hey. What? Did she just dodge me? What in the flippity flop? He just dodged me. Well, that's hardly okay. It's not allowed. Alright, we're going to go back to our beginning zone here. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. I'm still very, very perturbed that we do not have a freaking sledgehammer. But as long as I don't flip my truck by running over running over zombie bodies, we should be good. We already emptied out that VHS place. Yeah, we got some remigration in the area for sure. This was all cleared out. We do have some remigration for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, if I get if I find a sledgehammer, I can bust into a really nice place over here, which would give me a lot of weapons and stuff like that. But at the same time, oh God, that did not happen. That did not happen. Oh my God, what is going on? Actually tried to turn. All right. So we are going back to where we first started out here. We are going to where we first started out here. Our first little base in the apartments here. To be able to tear down all these vehicles. And you know what? We'll do it right in front of all of our friends here. Hi guys, I missed you. How are you? Aw, how is everyone doing? Is the Bunny Brigade in there doing good? Yeah, I missed you. You can dismantle these now. Oh yeah, you have a lot of stuff in there. Now the one thing that I probably do want to do is I probably want to empty out. Well, we're not even going to mess around with that. I'm just going to simply go, okay, I've got room in here. We're going to step in here real quick because it is really freaking wet out here. And I want to... Damn, they are, like, look at all those shadows. They're really piling up in there. I want to take a look at how much welding XP I'm getting for that. We got 10 welding XP for that car. Well, that sucks. Let's take a look at this real quick, because what am I going to require to be able to... I mean, I need to work on a lot of things right here, but there are... windshield armor. Oh, I suppose we just... Hold on a second. I'm going to get in here. Because that'll be in crafting, won't it? Crafting. 998. There we go. Mud flaps. We're not looking for mud flaps here. We are looking for welding level 4. Oh no. Well, that's the 998. That's not the W900. 900. There we go. There we go. Front door armor for the W900 is level 2 welding. Level 3 welding. Level 2 with a chain. And some screws. Level 2 for the front door armor. Windshield armor. And then the bull bar is the important part. If we can get that bull bar on there, that'll help out quite a bit. But those are the things that we need to do. You guys are all busy in there, aren't you? Crazy. Crazy. Let's dismantle another car here. We're at 3 times multiplier. Oh, that one was almost 20. Oh, there was more things. That might be why. I didn't know why that wasn't a take all, but all because we were in this, not that. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to focus on getting these, because I need to get these welding levels up. Be able to work on armor for a vehicle. That's why. Okay. And this is going to give me a ton of stuff to be able to work on. Go. You guys are just busy in there. Yeah, we're at 50 out of 75, so we should be able to get 2 levels out of the stuff that we have in here. Curious, can I see? I cannot see the back seat, but I can go into the RV from here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and transfer all of our freaking metalworking stuff into here. Might as well. Because I can use this stuff to be able to repair. I can use this stuff to be able to... Because what is the... If we go into the crafting, into the 900, or the W900 stuff here, to be able to make a bull bar, we need steel sheets, steel sheets, small steel sheets, iron pipe, and screws, which we found a lot of screws. So that's not going to be a problem. This, we just need chain and screws, so that'll be fine. Because once we get to level 2, that'll be really, really good. Level 3 would be the windshield armor. We just need steel sheets, yeah, so I mean, we got all the things that we need to be able to do that. And then, obviously, I can also turn... When you get enough welding, you get enough mechanics, you can repair things with it. So we can get a lot done with that. And that's what I'm kind of working on, is because this will allow me to be able to really focus on getting a lot of this stuff good to the point where I can repair. Look at that. We're getting small steel sheets out of here. And I know the more that we tear apart vehicles and we get levels, we will be able to get better stuff off of these. On top of the fact that we'll be able to tear apart other vehicles that we tear stuff out of. So, there's welding 1. I don't know why this is staying open. I actually do not know why that's staying open. It shouldn't stay open. We're thinking things like steel scrap and all types of stuff in there. All right, let's do this. Get back in there. Once again, we're going to have welding level 2, which will allow us to start working on some other things already, which is going to be freaking awesome. All this iron scrap and everything else is going to be very useful. I don't know if we can do broken iron pipes, what those would be useful for, but... Alright, we're full there. Alright, so we still have 7 welding torches open, so... Am I going to be able to get to 150? I do not know about that. I'm not going to lie, every single time I come out and I hear that, it freaks me out. Because I think there's something around me. Also, this frickin'... I don't know why this is not closing. I didn't want to put this on my person, but whatever. You got steel sheets in this one. $49 of 150. As I said, I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. Really hoping we do, but... Alright, we are nearly filled up here, so we might as well go grab all of these and go in there. Also, the other thing I'm going to do is there is a like little convenience store, and there's a little grocery store over there. I'm gonna go grab all that stuff out of there. And like all these iron bands, those are freaking huge because I can use those to be able to make buckets, which are needed for like specific types of buckets, like the wooden buckets for blacksmithing. And then on top of that, they can be melted down in the other stuff as well. So, but we also, oh, you know what? I didn't think about this. Bill. Need a quarter box of cereal. Keeps me down. Keeps me good. The empty welding torches. I could just keep those in my... They're getting less and less weight, so I'm not too worried about it. As I said, the one thing I'm worried about is when I get out of this vehicle, somehow those zombies are going to phase out of there. That's my worry. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. You never know in this weird world of Zomboid with its bugs. That seemed to be a lot on that ground, so I think we got a lot. Yeah, we're up to 81 out of 150, so... how many more... I have 3 more welding torches. I do not think we're getting there. Actually, yes we will. I'm an idiot. I didn't think of this. Exactly how we can get there. Even with only being 50 away right now. There are some grills over there, which means that there are propane tanks. And I can use those to fill up my torches. Okay, I don't think I pulled anything on me. Yeah, no, I didn't. Alright, you know what we're going to do? I'll come back in here. This is the place where we first started at. Well, not where we first started at, but where we first based up at. And now we come back here for, like, tree chopping and stuff like that. But what we can do... What? Wait, what? Oh, you gotta go in here, remove propane tank. There we go. Oh, propane tank's on the ground. Can we use that to refill welding torches? Yes, we can. There's 1 welding torch refilled, 2 refilled, 3 refilled, 4 refilled. I don't think we can do it. Wait. 5 refilled? Are these bugged? No shit. This can't be working. Oh my god. Oh no, now it's empty. Now it's empty. Okay. I was like, that can't be. It's not bugged. It's, you can just fill up quite a bit in there. So we were able to fill up 6 welding torches with that one area there. Which is nice. Now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and clear out this road here. Might as well. There's welding too. My question is, do I have the book welding too anywhere? It's bullshit. Yeah, F that. Alright, well, the good news is if we want to, we have that, that. I wonder if I can make something from the 900 series right now, because we should be able to. We have front door armor, we just don't have screws. Which is a lie, because we have an entire freaking box of screws there. So we can make the chain. We need 2 chains. We do not have a chain. I think I picked up 2 chains. Now, I'm not talking about the wrapper. We have boxes of screws here, so I can open up a box of screws, and that takes care of that problem. We have 2 chains. There we are. Also, I now get over here and make the 900 front door armor. We need 2 of these. I make 2 of them. I make 2 of them. Look at this. We're going to make ourselves some freaking armor here, man. Okay, that's taking a long time. Wow, is that taking a long time. 17 in-game minutes. Speed things up, huh? This is a good thing we can speed things up. And we get welding experience for making these, which is nice. Bad news is, they seem to be pretty heavy. And one of them is on the ground right now. The other thing that I needs to do, let's get out of the RV real quick. See, that just freaked me out. 2 things I need to do. We are going to put right door armor. My front right door is at 1%. We need a wrench. I know we have a wrench in here somewhere. Ratchet wrench, which works for me. I'm just glad we cleared this area quite a bit. So this is a problem. Our doors are not in good condition, but I need to put the door armor on anyways. It fixes the door. Ooh. Interesting. So, question. Oh, I need to make the W900 wheel chains first. Hold on a second. Oh, we need a surface. That makes more sense. What are you doing? No, no, no. Get out. Yeah, I put those in the corner on accident. Get out of there. All right. Get over there. Let's get in here. Do this. Make the 900. That's building. I'm in the wrong menu. Thank you. 900 wheel chains. I'm using tongs. There we go. And now I'm just completely freaking out. There we go. All right. So we have chains. Can I pick up the... Only 10. Yeah, we can do that. All right, let's get out there. As I said, I'm just expecting one of these times it just phases through. All right, so wheel chains. There we go, we got tire chains all over. And it did fix all our tires. That's crazy. That is so overpowered. We'll put the door armor on. Which will hopefully look kind of cool. And it fixes our door. There we go. We have some chains on. We have some door armor on. The vehicles went from like 36% up to like 52%, which is crazy. We need the bull bar. If we get the bull bar, that'll put us in a lot better condition. That's probably my biggest question here. Now, what we can do is I can look to be able to see if there is a welding book. I don't remember if I've got a welding book somewhere. I don't remember if I picked everything up from there. But we have the food market, we have this. What I need to do is go get a welding... How did I hit that? I totally scooted past that. The hell, dude? Alright, so let's go. Once again, I have no idea why this is staying up. It shouldn't stay up, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. I had it locked down. I thought I had it covered up. Alright, so there is one other way that we can do this. I have to be incredibly careful if that's the case. There is... Oh, it was like, what the hell? There's 11 empty torches, that's why. We're going to wear this. We're going to wear that. We're going to put the screws in the back here. We're going to put spare engine parts back here. And I'm going to need it, so we're going to pull out our spear. Because we need to get to the bookstore here. And not flip our car. Also a time for sport there. Should have thought about that one. There's a bookstore up here, right there. There's an Enigma Books. I don't want to take that risk. somehow we survived that. Or we did break our spear. That's crazy. Oh, I was going to say, where the hell is the freaking light? There we go. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at the Enigma books here. Honestly, we don't have a lot of this stuff, so we might as well just take it all, right? Trapping. Fishing. Alright, I didn't need that many fishing books. I don't need 2 of... Welding 2 is the big one that we need. Ag. Ooh, I just realized there is a secondary one in there. Grab me that. Grab me that and grab me that. I just grabbed 2 of those, didn't I, too? Damn it. Did we grab 2 agriculture? No. We grabbed 2 agriculture 2s. Sure. We have foraging too. Oh my, blacksmithing. Those are huge. Electrical 2, which is what we're working on. Masonry. Welding 2. There it is. Paperback. Book. Tailoring. Alright, that's huge, because I haven't read Tailoring 1, and I haven't started Tailoring. That is a big one. Amazing. Handheld game consoles. Interesting. What else is in here? Alright. Quit ignoring that. Just look at the shelves. First Aid 5. Automobiles Monthly. Everyday Motorist. Mechanics 1. Okay, we already got the Mechanics 1. Cooking 2. Which I guess is levels 3 and 4. Butchering. I'd love to be able to get a second thing. Oh my jeebas. With the carving, man. I get that we're not going to be able to do that, but we'll put those in there. Glass making. I've never really made glass, but we'll do it, I guess. Like, I'm just taking the books, because books. RPG Manual Planet Masters. Interesting. Alright. We got the book we needed. We got the book we needed. And what I will do is put the rest of them in here. Alright, cool. Alright, the spare engine parts can go up there. We're going to get out from our RV. We're going to drive back to where we were at, and I'm going to go to sleep there, inside the vehicle. That way, tomorrow we can read some Welding 2 and then get back to doing that. Because if I can get up to 4, that's huge. Because we'll be able to armor the living hell out of this thing. I think we can actually do all the armor on this then. And if I can do armor on the rest of it, on the rest of the vehicles, that'll make it a lot easier. Because I would love to be able to armor up my 998 for in-city runs as well. This will be my vehicle that I'll take for, like, travel to different cities. That way I can take a ton of stock with me from one base to another type thing. So I can put, like, a starter's pile of base stuff in there, and then just go with that. Alright, what we were good... what we'll do... As I said, I do want to empty out the food markets as well. But from now, we'll play it safe. And we'll park it inside the old base. Don't want to talk about that. We'll park it safely inside the old base. I don't need to go sleep in the building. I can just sleep in my vehicle. So we can turn the vehicle off. We can turn our lights off so we're not wasting our battery. Then we can go back. And yeah, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I don't necessarily need the screws right now. I will move those into there. We'll take those because I can deal with those later. We will do the resty here. So it'll actually just sit us down on the ground. We'll eat a quarter of our cereal. And we will say that is it for the night. Oh, I should probably move these other books in there, right? Realize that. I completely forgot I had all these books here in my main inventory. So we'll do the carving all the way down to glass making because we want the welding 2 book. And that'll also get us underweight, so we'll be nice and comfortable for the sleep tonight. All right, and with that, you, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. We are going to get some sleep, and then we're going to wake up and read some welding in the morning. That way we can work on welding 3 and 4 and get all that stuff put together. That way we can armor this bad boy up for our travel sessions, because we need to get out there and really start tearing things apart, especially if we're going to find a sledgehammer. Because apparently the first large warehouse that we went through was not lucky enough in order to do that. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Why it makes me stand up, I don't know. Alright, that is the end of the day 28 recording. It's the one thing, you always get good sleep in the back of those. So, it's still raining for some reason. I have no idea why it's still raining. Mama, thank you for taking care of that. I didn't see it, but... How'd you crash 2 times in a row? Because I am a klutz. So, the easiest way to explain it, I play this game. I'm a disabled content creator. I have no feeling in my hands. I have no feeling in the bottom of my feet. I have what's considered disability level multiple sclerosis. So there's damage to my nerves. Yeah, so sometimes I will mess up on a couple of things. I'll jam my fingers, like when I'm trying to get away from a zombie, I'll jam my fingers and you'll hear me go and jam the finger. I think what we are going to do, why don't we go ahead and I don't think there's anyone on right now, is there? Wow, there's like no one on right now. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get out of here today. There's not a ton of people around for the stream right now. We're just kind of chilling out and stuff like that. I think it's getting a little bit late for a lot of people because it's 1:16 in the morning. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of chill out. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out. Remember, we will be back here around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow because we are trying to go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for 10 p.m. Central Standard Time starts. You, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again next time. Yes, Sonny. I think they heard you saying goodbye. Did you just meow? Yeah? Yeah. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you guys again next time. Bye.